The other day during a networking meeting, a lady asked me a question. Katherine, you are a financial planner, so tell me, how do I go about choosing the right investment for me, for my needs? Where do I look? What information do I need to gather? Where do I even start? This is a very legitimate question, and finding the answer is not easy. The world of investment, unfortunately or fortunately, depending how you look at it, is enormous and can be confusing as well as overwhelming. So, to make those investing decisions easier with clarity and certainty, today I would like to show you my 10-step process that I go through with my clients as well as with my own money, with my own savings, to minimize mistakes or unnecessary cost and improve the overall investment outcome and experience. If we haven't met before, my name is Katherine from About Retirement, and with my videos I want to help you create financial security, stability and wealth so you can reach your financial goals and eventually your perfect retirement. If this is the area of your interest or need, please connect with me here by subscribing to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you find this information helpful for you. As Tony Robbins says, when it comes to money, saving, spending, investing, 80% is psychology and only 20% is mechanics. There are many videos on my channels where I have been talking extensively about money psychology and goal setting, so feel free to watch them. This is where I covered the 80% money psychology. Assuming that you have your money behavior under control, now is the time for 20% mechanics. Although it is only 20%, it is definitely a very important part, as your financial outcome will then depend on the level of your knowledge and the strategy you implement. As I said, I go through a process of 10 steps. Please don't start immediately thinking about underlying investments, and this is the reason for confusion and overwhelm. Instead, we need to reverse engineer your thinking. So let's go over those 10 steps now. Step number 1, spend time to think and define your goals. And I'm not really talking about your financial goals, but rather your life goals. For example, I want this special holiday to travel throughout Europe, and then I want to buy a new car, and I'm dreaming of enjoyable and exciting retirement. When thinking about your goals, go into details about them. Take a piece of paper and list what you want to do during your holiday, what places you want to visit, how you want to travel, who you want to travel with. Or thinking about the car, what type of the car do you want, what color, what features does the car have, where would you travel? Or regarding your retirement, what actually you want retirement to look like. Your hobbies or activities that you enjoy and you would like to go back and spend some time and do them. Go ahead and imagine your exciting holiday, your dream car, and your perfect retirement. The more details you list for each goal, the more emotional connection you create to your goal, and the more likely you will stick to the plan to actually achieve those goals. The idea of your investment is to build an asset or an income stream to support achieving your goals. And by having this clear picture, you will know exactly the reason why you're not spending money for your wants for today and why you are delaying this gratification, but you really need to have a very clear picture in your mind. Step number 2, give each of your goals indicative time frame. So once you have listed your goals, decide on a time frame when you want to reach your goals. For example, I want to travel to Europe in 4 years' time, and I want to buy this new car in 5 years' time, and I really want to retire in 10 years' time. Step number 3, decide on the dollar value of each goal. You might need to do a little bit of research, but that is going to be fun. Find out exactly where you want to travel, how you want to get there, what is the cost. do the cost planning. So for example, you might say, my trip will cost me $20,000. My new car will cost me $30,000, and I need $60,000 per annum to continue my lifestyle in retirement. Step number 4 is the one that nobody really likes. Unfortunately, we have to go through this exercise, and this is your budget. You really need to know where your money is coming from, where the money is going, and whether you actually have any surplus. You can do it through using the simple spreadsheet. If you dislike spreadsheets, use my 50-30-20 rule budget. Again, there is video explaining this in details. This is one of my very first videos when I was really very uncomfortable in front of the camera, so my apologies for that, but the information is nonetheless helpful. After doing your budget, you should know precisely how much you can be saving from each pay. And maybe you have a lump sum to invest, so then you have to decide how to split your lump sum between your goals. If, however, you find that your savings are not high enough to reach your goals, well, review your budget and do some expense cutting. This is where you have to make a choice. What is more important, your future goals, your trip, your car, your comfortable retirement, or your today's lifestyle? This is your decision. Step number 5, connect your goals with your calculated surplus from your budget. How much do you need to save toward each of those goals? And once you know what the total surplus is, you have to decide how to split it between your goals. Step number 6, look at tax, income, and asset position. You really have to understand the tax system in your country to be able to understand the different tax liabilities between different entities. Understanding those rules will help you with step number 7. And step number 7 is to decide the investment structure. Who is the actual underlying owner of your investments? And this needs to be done for every single goal, as each may require a different ownership for different tax levels, or different timing for liquidity, or even asset security. So it is very likely that investment of your holiday might be, for example, on your name, as liquidity is required in 4 years' time. Your car, for example, if you run a business through the company structure, maybe you should create an investment with company as the owner of the investment, and then you buy the car as the as the owner of the car. You really would need to discuss this issue with your accountant. Saving for your retirement, on the other hand, is no-brainer. Retirement funds, we know in Australia as superannuation, are very tax-driven, and they are the best way to save for your retirement, but you have to be conscious of limitations of access to your funds. Step number 8, understand your risk profile. So what is your risk profile? It is your risk resistance. How much volatility or loss are you willing to accept for each investment? Again, this can be different from goal to goal. Step number 9, what platform you want to keep your investments. So for example, if you decided to start a share portfolio, do you prefer to keep your investments within a low-cost online broker or some other form? Maybe you prefer to invest through managed funds, or maybe it is a mixture. You will really have to make a lot of research to find out the best options for you. And finally, we got to step 10, which is to choose your underlying investments. What particular shares you want to buy, or which specific managed funds you like, or maybe a mixture, or maybe you prefer investing through ETFs, which are exchange traded funds, or maybe you wish to concentrate on ethical investing. So those are my 10 steps for successful investing. I really hope you found this explanation helpful, and making those investment decisions will not be as painful or confusing as I hear it can be. If yes, please give this video a thumbs up and connect with my channel. Not only you will be informed of my next video as soon as it appears here, but you will also help the YouTube algorithm to be showing my video to others who might be looking for this type of advice. And really, I would appreciate your support. So now that you know your steps for investment planning, it is time to get familiar with principles of investing. So if you would like to learn more, I have created a short book, 12 Principles of Investing. I have listed the download link in the information below the video, so feel free to grab the book and I really hope it will help you. Also, please leave a comment below the video and let me know, do you think that those steps will help you reach your goals? What type of investments do you prefer? Is there any other particular issue regarding investment or any other financial planning issue that you would like for me to cover in my future videos? I invite you to view this series of videos that cover those first 5 steps: the psychology of money, how to create goals, and why we sabotage our own goals, our behavior around money, and how we can overcome those problems. The second video is for the ladies and how women can get better with money, why financial independence for women becomes more and more important.